Happy Wednesday, Stampers! Today we're going to be doing some blending, some simple blending with our blending brushes using our color and contour stamp set. This is the card we're going to be making. Let's get started. So we've got our basic white, and we're going to be using our Pool Party ink pad as well as our Petal pink ink pad. So let's get these opened. And we're going to also be using our Memento black ink to stamp our images. Let me pull in some grid paper here and grab our stamps. So we're going to start off using our super cute daisy here that's part of our contour set. And we're just going to go ahead and create kind of like a background with our daisies here. We're going to kind of stamp off our paper. So there's no right or wrong placement of this. We're just going to kind of place them all over. And we're going to leave that top corner blank. So now we'll grab our leaf, our fun leaf. I love this set. It's a little bit abstract, so it's kind of cute and funky here, right? And we're just going to stamp some leaves coming off of our daisies here. Just kind of turning our stamp as we do that. Maybe one more right here. Okay. So then we'll set that aside, close up our black ink here for a minute, and we'll bring in our scrap paper that we're going to use for our blending brushes. So Stampin' Up! Has two blending brush sizes. So we have the regular size and the mini here. Each of them come in packs of 3, so you get 3 with each set. And so we're going to use the minis today. And we'll start off here with our Pool Party. So we're going to take our blending brush, and I do have them for each color. And the kind of trick with this is when you're using this, you're going to place your finger on kind of the top of the brush. So this is going to help give you some kind of pressure point and help you get that inked up. It's also going to help you apply it. So we're going to get some ink onto our blending brush, and the more you use these, the better they work. So we've got our Pool Party on there. We're going to use this for the leaves. And the first tip is to first apply it a little bit to a scrap piece of paper. Because when you just go directly onto paper, it's going to give you that darker color. And we want it to look blended. So first we're going to go a little bit off, and then we're going to use our finger on the back of the brush and kind of in a circular motion, we're going to color in these leaves. If you need a little more ink, you can always go back for a little bit more. But it's just going to give you that kind of light coloring, blended coloring. Put a little more here. And if you want darker, you can always go back. Can't take it off, right? But you can always go back and add more. And then we'll come in with our Petal pink here. The same thing. We're going to ink it up. Go a little bit off, and then we're gonna color in our daisies here. And you wanna just lightly press. You don't wanna press real hard because it'll leave a big print, and you want it to look really smooth and flawless. You can see I'm losing ink here, so we wanna get a little bit more on here. The same thing, we'll go a little bit off, and then we'll finish these. And you can actually even use a third color for the middles here. We're gonna do something fun with that, with our middles. So it doesn't have to be perfectly colored. You can see I kind of go out of the lines a tiny bit. There's a little bit of white left in some of them. You don't want it to look perfect, just color it in, right? Okay, so let's close up our ink pads. I love this technique because it's so simple, so fast, so easy peasy. So now let's go ahead and finish our card here. So we're gonna take our card base here in Pool Party. We're gonna use our bone folder to crease up our card base. Get us that nice crease here. Make sure it opens correctly. And then we're gonna take some of our multi-purpose liquid glue. We're gonna glue this right on to our card base. Just kind of center it right in there. On there easy, right? Then we're gonna take our sentiment. You are absolutely amazing. I'm just gonna use a little scrap piece here. We're gonna stamp this again in our Memento Black. I like my grid paper because it helps to line it up, right? So you get your sentiment on there straight. So we've got that. And then I'm just gonna take my snips and just from corner, we're just gonna kind of snip each of these edges. Give us a little design there. And we're gonna pop this up with our Stampin' Dimensionals just to give a little bit of height. Make our card pop a bit here. We're gonna put this, not upside down, but we're gonna put this right kind of in the middle there. And then we're gonna take our Take Your Pick tool, my favorite, and we're gonna add some bling. So these are actually on the last chance list. I'm so sad. These are one of my favorite embellishments. These are our champagne rhinestone jewels. They kind of take on a little bit of pink, a little bit of gold, kind of that rose gold champagne-y color. Come in a couple sizes on here. So I'm gonna take the bigger ones and we're just gonna put them in the middles. So you could have used a third color here in the middle, maybe Daffodil Delight, and did that. I'm just gonna use these fun bling. Everything is better with a little bling, right? We always wanna put these in odd numbers. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got perfect, 5 of our cute daisies there. And there we have our easy blending, coloring, our color and contour daisies. So this is one version. I did one just before, and to kind of add a little and then some to it, you can see there's some detail here. And so I actually ran, after I stamped this, before I added the bling embellishments, actually ran that basic white through one of our embossing folders. So this is our flowers embossing folder. It comes in a 3-pack, comes with polka dots, flowers, and a crosshatch. So this is the floral pattern. Well, that's what I call it anyway. And so it makes just that little bit of extra and then some to the card. So whether it's stamped easy peasy or stamped easy peasy and then ran through your cut and emboss machine with your embossing folder to add that little bit of extra. This is such a fun, easy card, such an easy technique using those blending brushes. I love them. Makes for a great card. Easy peasy. You're absolutely amazing. Could use this card for anything, right? For just a hello, a thinking of you, somebody's birthday, all kinds of things. So happy Wednesday, friends. I'll see you next week.